Thank you, Brian. Welcome, everybody. I think Avino's share price has doubled since your conference in October, so we're doing all right. More to come. We have a clear path to transformational growth, as you can see on our slide. We're in our 55th year of being in business, 38 years of production, and we're laying down the groundwork now for our largest expansion ever. We've completed 3 expansions in the last 10 years, so we're capable of what we're planning to do here. Caution you that I'll be making some forward-looking statements. So here's the location in the state of Durango, Mexico, on the Sierra Madre Silver Belt, surrounded by infrastructure. There's about 30,000 people that live around the mine. We have 100% Mexican labor force, right up to our chief operating officer. That's very unique that a Canadian company has 100% labor force in a foreign country. So our chief operating officer is a graduate of Colorado School of Mines, so he's got a very good track record. Our portfolio is the Avino mine, which produced 2.6 million ounces of silver equivalent in 2022. We beat our internal guidance of 2.4 was the high end. And this year, we're planning to produce between 2.8 and 3.2 million. Our all-in sustaining costs are below 20, I think around 17. But as we grow our operation, we're expecting costs to drop dramatically. Our other asset is La Preciosa. We acquired from Coeur Mining in March. Huge endowment of metal there, trucking distance to the mine and mill. And the oxide tailings resource, we completed 150 drill holes on the tailings pile, and we're metallurgically testing it. We're going to do a pre-feasibility study this year, and we'll have reserves. And these are going to be the three key drivers of our growth. Currently, we have close to 300 million ounces of silver equivalent. We completed quite a bit of drilling last year, and we're coming out with a brand new resource estimate, and I think people will be pleasantly surprised. It's going to be north of this number, including depletion from operations. So the catalysts for growth are these 3 milestones that we completed in 2022, La Preciosa acquisition. We built a state-of-the-art dry stack tailing storage facility that's being commissioned right now. So we've got the safest technology of storing tailings, so we want to avoid any disasters in the future. Feasibility study is going to commence any day now on the oxide tailings. La Preciosa, we've been doing community engagement. We're planning to break ground in the next few months. We are hoping that we can be able to deliver ore to the mill by the end of this year from La Preciosa. So we're excited about that. We're planning to do 15,000 meters of drilling. So here's some drilling we did last year below level 17, which is the bottom development in the Avino mine. Those different color blocks are the next 4 years of mine life blocked out. So it's all been developed. So those are the measured and indicated resources. Then we drilled below it from surface, and you can see 300 meters below level 17. So effectively 650 meters below surface. So it's a big, robust system. Here you can see measured, indicated, and inferred. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I think it makes up about 150 million ounces of silver equivalent. La Preciosa is trucking distance to the Avino mine by paved road. We're going to see if we can shrink that, if we can do a direct route to the mine. A couple of kilometers could be paved and make it shorter. Here's La Preciosa, 1,500 drill holes, Coeur Mining, Orco, Pan American Silver spent probably what we paid for it, about $35 million in upfront consideration. Coeur paid $350 million to buy Orco in 2013. They wanted to build a giant open pit mine, which just wouldn't fly in this region and with the current government. And so we're planning to high grade it from underground mining with a low footprint, an underground decline ramp. We'll go and we'll set up 3 different working phases. So over the next 5 years, we're going to be able to start pulling out about 1,500 tons per day, which will support another expansion in the mill. Here you can see there's high-grade hotspots there, total measured and indicated on La Preciosa, 17.4 million tons, 200 grams of silver equivalent per ton, or 113 million ounces, plus another inferred 4 million tons. So 134 million ounces of silver equivalent. Here's the new mine plan on Gloria. So we're hoping to start on this anytime now. We've got a new jumbo on order. It's supposed to arrive in the second half of this year so we can start the portal and get the decline going. But we don't have to go very deep because the Gloria vein comes right to surface. Here's a great chart. So this is our plan over the next 5 years. So the dark blue is Avino, the light blue is La Preciosa, and the lightest blue is the oxide tailings resource. So currently we do about 3 million ounces of silver equivalent we're projecting for this year. We're gonna get between 8 and 10. And so if you look at what the value of an 8 or 10 million ounce a year producer, look at Endeavour Silver, 900 million market cap. We're sitting at 130 million. So we have a clear path to transformational growth, and it's not luck, it's just time and money. We're generating positive cash flow. Our margins are between 30 to 40%. You can see the all-in sustaining, it's the little line there. So currently, our all-in sustaining is under $18, but it's gonna drop to below $12 in the next few years. So we expect to be a cash cow. And here you can see, this is what we're doing now, 43% silver, 20% gold, 37% copper, but growing in silver as we bring on the other two projects. And here's the transformational growth, projected EBITDA at $20 silver, 150 million cumulative, at $25 silver, 235 million, this is US, and $30 silver, 320. And most companies get a 10x rating on their cash flow to EBITDA. Research coverage, well, Brian is here. Thank you very much for inviting us. David Morgan and a few other ones are there. We encourage you to ask some questions about Avino. Market capitalization, so 130 million Canadian, 97 US. 110 million, $1.10 per share. I think it closed at $1.05 because it basically doubled in the last 6 months, so it's got to correct a little bit. We trade between 35,000 and 100,000 on the TSX and 250 to 1 million shares a day on the NYSE American. Coeur Mining's our largest shareholder. Management is number 2. Current shares outstanding, 118 million and 132 fully diluted. And so the last slide, so we're a primary silver producer and explorer, great leverage to silver, longevity, and the 290 million ounces is growing, so we'll have a new resource estimate out soon, and we want you to keep an eye on that. And undervalued to our peer groups, because when we had the mine closed to drill off the tailings and build a dry stack, we suffered. So now we're catching up. The stocks outperformed some of our peers, and we expect it to do even better. I mean, when we acquired La Preciosa in March, silver was at $26. We effectively tripled our ounces and the stock went down. So we haven't seen a re-rating yet to the kind of magnitude that we're expecting as we deliver on our 5-year plan. So it's the largest expansion in company history, and I've got it done just in time. So I'd like to thank you all for coming.